Look like we have everyone on the line, and we're just going to get started by thanking you guys for showing up today. And I appreciate your time and taking the time out your day to come to this webinar. So, what we're going to be talking about today is a step by step guide to better your fitness results by me, Terrell Lloyd. And we're going to mostly cover in more specific detail the motivation, nutrition, cardio, and also the resistance training. Them are the four components when dealing with fitness, and as far as making a goal and going for them are the four components you want to look at to make sure that you accomplish your goal. So just some house cleaning rules: make sure that you close all other browsers besides this one to get the best internet connection. Also turn off any cell phones, all social media, and be sure to have a pen and paper ready because I'm going to give you a lot of information today. Just a little bit of the agenda of what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to give you my backstory and why I love fitness so much, my fitness struggles, and also some of the solutions that I've taken myself in order to better myself in order to help you guys out today. So just starting off today, we're going to talk more about the motivation and consistency part of training. Then we're going to go to nutrition, then over to cardio myths, and then talk more about the bonuses and questions and answers at the end. And this webinar is going to be around 45 minutes, so just kind of take that time out your day. So first off, I want to start off with sharing my story and how I kind of came about fitness. So a little bit about myself. I'm a fitness expert. I've been training for around 4 years now, continuously. I've been training at Gold's Gym, and I recently started my own fitness business, which I'm reaching out through a lot of people online and also through in-person training here in Atlanta, Georgia. I started off at a young age of doing fitness when I was 7 years old. Me and my brother, my little brother, the first guy, we also played on the same football team at the age of 7. I was 7, he was 6 years old. So I started at a young age. I was pre-exposed to a lot of this stuff very young, and learning from a young age. I grew all the way up to my college years when I finished playing my football. Also, the third person, my sister, she is a track runner, which I'm currently training now. She's training for the 2016 Olympics for triple jump. And my brother, Darrell, my older brother, he's the last one that you see. He played football at the University of Iowa for 4 years. So from 2009 to 2012, I was living my dream. I was playing football at the college level. I've always dreamed about going to college playing football, and that's exactly what I was doing. I was playing at a very high level, being able to start at my position and to play football at the University of Missouri, where I played there for 1 year. As you see, my last college that I went to was Iowa Central, which is a junior college. I played there for 2 years and then transferred over to Missouri and played there for 1 year. After I played there 1 year, I went to Grandview, which you see here, myself and my brother and my sister in this picture. This allowed for us to allow my dad to go to all the football games to make sure that the family can really kill two birds with one stone. And this was really exciting for me because we played football together when we were younger, and we also ended our career my senior year with playing with him. But soon after my senior year, my dreams were pretty much crushed from my injury that I sustained with my ACL. I tore my ACL, and I literally laid on the couch for 6 months in order to recover. As you see there, I have the Charter remote by me. All I did was sit on the couch, watch TV all day, eat food, and I really became overweight and sedentary during that process. That's me again. This is my bending machine that I had that allowed for my knee to bend automatically with the machine to make sure that I sustain my range of motion throughout this injury. Like I said, I became sedentary, overweight. I noticed that I was starting to get depressed a lot just by sitting there for that period of time until I can become active again. All my life I've been active, and now all I can do is sit there and recover to make sure that I was able to get back to playing sports again. After I went through this injury, I started to better myself. I started to read more books. I started to watch film on how to better my mental capacity, how to get better with my health and wellness. And this kind of led me to where I am today, to help you guys out and to make sure that you guys get the information you need in order to come out of a slump or to better your health and lose weight, just like I had to when I was injured. Now, with me becoming depressed, I'm a psychology major, so this was right down my alley when I knew exactly how I felt and exactly what to do in the situations that I was dealing with. At first, I really didn't know what to do. The first 2 months, I was just kind of wanting to just get up and run, but I couldn't. With that, like I said, I started reading a lot of the Freud books that I've gotten before at the University of Missouri. Also started reading into more of the process in order to get out of a depressed state and to get back to the best health and fitness that I can with nutrition, also different workouts that allow myself to get better and get back to the best playing shape of my life. So I love this quote: with every major obstacle comes great opportunity. I took this moment to just sit down and just be a better person. As far as me bettering myself, allow me to better you guys and to share information with you that I'm going to be sharing with you today. I started studying for the CSCS exam. This exam requires you to have your bachelor's degree to make sure that you are capable enough of going over this information. With me being a double major, biology and psychology, going through this test was probably one of the hardest tests I've ever taken in my life. During the time of my ACL injury, I literally sat down and read through the whole book of the CSCS exam. This exam is about a 50% pass rate on the exam, and I did not take any courses. As you can see, this is the prep day course, which usually some schools go over a whole semester on this test specifically. But during my injury, I studied the whole book by myself. Due to my injury, I sat for 6 months, studied the test, took the test, and passed it with flying colors due to that injury. So that brought me to help you guys out here today. So enough about me. There's one thing that health and fitness kind of hits home for everyone, because everyone should work on health and fitness goals. And also, obesity is becoming the norm that people are starting to accept it here in the US. I've done a lot of body analysis throughout my trainings, throughout my um, gym stays at Gold Gym, at LA Fitness. I've done a lot of body analysis. I'm starting to notice that a lot of people that come in and they get body analysis have about a 40% to 50% on average body fat compared to muscle. That's crazy if you really think about it, but most people who have that amount of body fat think it's completely normal. And that's my job to kind of point to them that there's different ways and different techniques that they can try to make sure that they lower their body fat in order to prevent diseases, in order to live a better, healthier life, in order to make sure that they live the longest life for their family to enjoy them with. So here's a poll for you guys. What's your main struggle that you're having with fitness at this time right now? So just type into the comment box for me. I want to see what you guys are currently struggling with at this time right now. All right, we have a couple people who replied. We have cardio. I don't like doing cardio. Okay, good one. All right, John says his resistance training. Okay, that makes sense. Resistance training can be hard if you don't really know exactly what exercises to do, so that's a good one. Let's see, we have a couple more here. We have nutrition. Julie says nutrition is her hardest. She doesn't know what foods to eat and when to eat them. Okay, perfect. So we'll be going over all these things today in this webinar. So starting off with motivation and consistency. I honestly believe that motivation comes from within, because a lot of people like myself, I can motivate you. I can talk to you. I can give you some motivational quotes. I can really get loud with you if needed to get you motivated to come to the gym, but it has to come within. I think most people, what the main thing that they need to focus on is their why. Why do they want to work out? Why do they want to come to the gym? Once you start focusing on your why, that really becomes your motivation. For instance, my why did I go from being injured in football and wanted to get back into the best shape of my life? I'm in better shape now than I was back then. Why did I want to do that? My main reason is I wanted to make sure that I prevent any diseases that come along with being overweight. Um, Degenerative diseases run in my family. I have diabetes that run in my family. I want to make sure that I prevented all these things to live the longest, healthiest life that I can today. Also, I knew that I would have an impact on this world if I can better myself and then to show other people how to better themselves by the same techniques that I used when I was depressed, when I was hurt, when I wasn't able to do anything, but I lost the weight with just nutrition only. And that motivation of why I wanted to do that is all about my health and the health of my family. So I challenge you guys to write down on your paper why. Just write why. Then write next to that why your reason why you work out. Why do you like going to the gym? Why do you make a decision to go to the gym and work out? And that right there is your reason to keep you consistent. After you do that, it's going to be powerful enough to wake you up in the morning to get out of bed to go to the gym. It's not going to become a hassle. It's going to become habitual for you to do this. They say it takes about 21 days for you to develop a habit. So if you consistently grind through the pain, grind through not wanting to do it, but have your why push you through that, you're going to pretty much be on a consistent basis from there on out with nutrition. You can do that with the health and fitness. You can do that with any other goals in your life that you have to be consistent. Find out your why and have that implanted, have it written down on paper, and have that push you through exactly what you want to do in life. All right, moving on to nutrition. Had a couple people earlier say nutrition was a problem for them. It's kind of a struggle. One main thing about nutrition is it's probably one of the biggest components in health and wellness. The reason I say that is because you can probably do nutrition and not work out and lose weight. The reason I say that is because I've done it when I was not moving at all, sitting on the couch watching TV, sitting in my vending machine for my knee. I didn't work out at all. I gained probably 15, 20 pounds of fat, and found ways with nutrition to bring my body fat back down to allow for me to live a healthy life without even moving off the couch. So nutrition is part the biggest thing that you can do is to make sure that you have your nutrition down, make sure that you know exactly what to eat and when to eat it. And I'll kind of show you guys some things today that will help you with that. So here's a list of all the high protein foods. These are not all of them, but it's a good list of starting with the top lean meats, going all the way down to the meats that you probably should avoid. We have the top meats will be the lean meats that you can find, the turkey, the chicken, the fish. Then going over to the plant and dairy section, you also can find a lot of proteins in that list. So what I've done to make it easy for you is I came up with my top choices from all these lists that I'm going to give you a PDF file at the end of this webinar to make sure that you are able to pick from these foods to make your nutrition each and every day. So what I do with nutrition is I cook foods on Sundays and Wednesdays. Them are my cook days. I have a list of proteins on my fridge, a list of carbohydrates, and a list of fats. So each week, twice a week when I cook Sundays and Wednesdays, I pick a protein, I pick a healthy fat, and I pick a carb for each meal that I'm eating, and I cook that Sunday or Wednesday. So after I pick my protein, I pick my fats. This is just a simple list of the healthy fats that are out there. A lot of people try to avoid fats, And that's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make with nutrition. Your vital organs in your body drive off of these fats. They're the main things that keep them going, the main things that keep them functioning at an optimum level. So by taking fish oil, making sure that you're eating coconut oil and eating avocados, them are probably the biggest health nutrition thing that you can do for your body is by eating healthy fats. All right, going over to carbohydrates. Now, this is a list of most of the carbs that you have in your body that you can eat for your body, and I'm going to break it down for you in 3 categories. So you have fibrous carbs, which mainly just think of them as your vegetables. So when you're eating these vegetables, I allow people to eat as much fibrous carbs as they like. A lot of people say that fibrous carbs have a high number of carbs or high number of sugar. The thing about the fibrous carbs is they don't break down in your body. They are used for fiber. They have good vitamins and minerals that come along with that. And make sure that you eat this with every single meal. I'm going on to healthy starchy carbs. This is where it kind of gets a little jumbled up and iffy. I kind of restrict a lot of these healthy starchy carbs from my clients depending on which goal they want to go for. But to kind of keep it simple, if you have to eat healthy starchy carbs, make sure that you push them later on in the day and not eat them first thing in the morning. And the last category is mostly consists of the fruits that you can eat. This is the same thing with fruits. Fruits is pretty much the earth's way of giving you a healthy, not really a healthy, but a snack for say. Let's say that fruits is more of the sugar that's in candy. So when you're eating fruits, it's pretty much the same effect that you would have if you're eating a candy or if you're eating anything of that sort. A lot of people where they kind of fall on this category is when they try to eat fruits first thing in the morning. They wake up, they want to have a banana, they want to have an apple, and that's kind of what a lot of people have been taught. But believe it or not, that's actually hurting your fat burning for the rest of the day. So avoid eating these first thing in the morning. If you have to have them, push them later on in the day to the evening. A lot of my clients, I try to restrict them depending on their goals, and we kind of use them for energy for sake. So ways to improve all of these categories is what I'm gonna help you with is printing out the macro sheet that I'm gonna give you at the end of the webinar. Also to buy Tupperware to make sure that when you cook on Sundays and Wednesdays that you are boxing up all the foods and putting them in a refrigerator for storage. And also just have fun with it. Once you get the list, once you're picking out food for Sunday, picking out foods for Wednesday that you're cooking for the rest of the week, just pick different foods you've never tried before. Have fun with it. Make sure that you try different things because the main thing that I see when people are doing nutrition is they always use the same exact foods that they've eaten before. This hurts them because they get tired of the nutrition plan. Then they start thinking about other ways that they can try different foods, and this is what hurts the nutrition and hurts their progression after that. All right, so let's do another poll, guys. I'm gonna see why do you do cardio? What's your main reason for doing cardio? Why do you like going to the gym doing cardio? What's your main thing that you want to get out of it? I'll give you guys a chance to answer to that and see what we have in here in the response box. All right, a couple people said to lose weight. All right, because I like to do cardio, it makes me feel like I've done something. I like to sweat. A couple more came in. I feel accomplished when I run on the treadmill. It's the only way to lose fat. Okay, so most of them answers are mostly cardio myths. And what I'm going to do today is kind of clear all that up for you guys and kind of give you guys a start to what you can do for cardio. So for these two guys, we have a sprinter on the right and a long distance runner on the left. So for these, let's do another poll. For which body do you think is the most healthiest and also perform the best? All right, I have two guys say the sprinters. One lady says the long distance runner. Stephanie says the sprinter. All right. So for these two guys, the best health and performance comes from the sprinter. The reason I say that is because if you look at the two types of bodies, you have one guy on the left who's doing cardio, which you can tell that he's eating up some of his muscle somewhere along the way. So believe it or not, when you do long distance cardio, anything over 15 minutes at a time, you're really kind of working 2 steps forward, 1 step back. When you're allowing yourself to project the wrong hormones, which the hormones that you project when you're doing any type of resistance training, any type of training, is the cortisol. You don't want your cortisol to be expressed in a long period of time, which that's what's going on with the distance runner. For the sprinter, they project cortisol as well, but it's not as intense. It's very quick and then it goes back down. So after they get done with their workout, their cortisol levels are back to normal compared to the distance runners, which cortisol lasts for probably 24 hours after the time being, which allows for them to not really get exactly what they want. If their goal is to build muscle or to get lean, long distance cardio would hurt you every single day. So let's go into building muscle for resistance training. Resistance training is the best thing that you can do for any type of fitness goal. If you want to lean out, if you want to build muscle, you can really control exactly what you do and how you do it with resistance training. You can add as much as you want in there and you can kind of throttle it down depending on what you want to do. So the way to get toned up to make sure that you get quicker weight loss goals is to do resistance training. And the simple way to do it is progression overload. That pretty much states that you gradually increase the stress of the body during a certain period of time. So let's say today we do 3 sets of 12. Next week, we might still do 3 sets of 12, but we allow for the body to get more of a load on it. So get more weight on the bar, make sure we lift more weight, and that's going to allow for us to get stronger and at the end result, get more toned up. So as you see here, start small, 3 full body workouts a week. Make sure you do 3 sets of 12 reps and make sure that you always exercise and start slow. One of the other biggest problems that I see with people, they start too fast, they get really sore the first week and they just quit. So like I said before, it takes about 21 days to make sure that you develop a habit with working out. So that's the main thing that we want to do is get you into developing a habit. After we develop that habit, it's going to be simple, just like you wake up in the morning and brush your teeth. You're going to actually want to go to the gym and get better with your health and wellness. So like I said before, increase the weight each week. Also, one huge thing that I see people doing at the gym is they do not change the reps. So as I gave you a baseline of starting off with 3 full body workouts a week, going at 3 sets of 12 each exercise, a lot of people continue to do 3 sets of 12. You want to make sure that you change up the sets and change up the reps that you do. And that's going to allow for you to get a full, complete body workout by doing this. Because there's 4 different categories. You have muscle strength, muscle endurance, and muscle hypertrophy, which means muscle growth in each range that you do with the reps. So 12 plus reps will be the muscle endurance. Anything from 6 to 11 will be I'll say 9 to 11 will be most of the muscle hypertrophy, and anything under 6 reps will be for muscle strength. So keep that in mind when changing up your workout. And I kind of recommend for you to just go each week at a different rep range. So start off with 12 the first week, second week go to 9 to 11, third week you can go 6 to 8, and then the fourth week you can kind of change and do six under. For advanced lifters, you can go 4 to 6 times a week for 2 months at a time. Also, you can perform drop sets and rest pause sets as well on the core lifts. This will allow for you to gain muscle faster, but I do only recommend this for the advanced lifters because of the techniques that are involved. Drop sets is a different technique. It's going to allow for you to put a lot of stress on the muscle, and it's really only made for people who want to do bodybuilding type workouts, and also rest pause, people who want to build up a lot of muscle very quickly. I do use it sometimes for my tone clients, and they do get great results with that. So you can kind of throw that in every now and then, but only do it at 2 months at a time. After you do the 2 months, go back to 3 times a week for 1 month, and then cycle back on to the 4 days a week. So one main thing that a lot of people don't get is you have to have all 4 of these components in order to get to your fitness goals. If one thing is out of whack, it throws off the whole plan, and a lot of people get frustrated and don't see results. One other thing that I kind of want to recommend for you guys is kind of have a process-oriented goals. Don't have a goal-oriented goals, because that kind of push people to get frustrated. So say you want to lose 15 pounds. Instead of losing 15 pounds in 1 month, just have a goal of losing 15 pounds. With me, I've noticed with working with a lot of people, that takes off a lot of stress off them. Also, that gets them into the routine of working out, because it allows for them to know the process of what they have to do to get to the goals that they want. And after a certain period of time, if you're doing the process, you're going to get to your goals. You're going to be taking one step each and every day. It's going to be a little bit slower, but you will get to your goals eventually. Now, this is completely different if you are a high-level athlete in college or high school, or if you do bodybuilding competitions. You have to have a goal-oriented type of goal in order to get to where you want to be. You want to put that stress on yourself to make sure that you get to the top shape of your life when you get to walk on stage, or when you get to that first football game of the year. All right, so let's see. As far as what I've went through so far with the motivation, cardio, resistance training, we had a lot of people say they were having troubles with the motivation part. So I'll kind of revise over that again. The motivation comes from within. Make sure that you also get a workout buddy. When you get a workout buddy, this gives you that accountability to go to the gym each and every day. A lot of people try to do it on their own, and they end up not wanting to go to the gym, or they can easily make an excuse up for themselves in order not to go. Or you can get you a trainer in the area. They will be gladly to help you get to where you want to be, keep you accountable. They will show up on time. If they don't, fire them. A good trainer always shows up on time and makes sure that he is readily available for you any time of the day in order for you to get to your goals. So I'm going to give you guys a little bonus here for showing up on a webinar. I really appreciate that. So what I kind of calculate up is 3 of these components plus 1. It's actually supposed to be 3 of these components minus 1 equals 0. The reason I say that is because you can't do 3 of the factors that I told you about and still get results. The reason why is because you have to make sure that you have all 3 of these components to get any type of results. So what I've done for you guys is come up with a Loy Fitness Bootcamp, which is a 6-week course, which goes over everything that we've talked about today. Keeps you consistent. It also allows for you to get the best nutrition for you. Excuse me, for you. It also gives you the best cardio for yourself, and also gives you the best resistance training for yourself. So this is all a specific 3-month plan, which you get a lifetime access to after the 6-week course. So as people start going through this webinar, they're going to sign up for the 6-week course, and you're going to be able to see not only your workout plan, but also their workout plan, which is specific for them. Because a lot of people, they have specific goals that they want to hit, and it overlaps with what other people want to do. So by looking at what they're doing for their specific goals is going to allow for you to stay consistent, and also to make sure that you can get any questions answered. So if I answer one person's questions, it's going to help out thousands of other people as well. This plan is going to go mostly over the consistency part of the workout. I'm also going to have some motivational videos that I have for you guys, but it's going to keep you consistent by allowing for you to check in with me each and every day with my application that I have on the phone. You also can send me pictures with your phone to make sure that you are eating the correct meals. I approve of them right away, or I disapprove of them, and it kind of keeps you consistent and motivated at the same time. The specific meal plans, we went over the most of the macronutrients earlier today, but a lot of these things are specific to each individual. The reason I say that is because some people with certain body conditions can't eat as many or as much fat as another person. So in order to tailor this to you, I'm going to allow for you to get specific nutrition plans, and also the best cardio for you to do. I see it every single day. I go into the gym. I ask a person what are their goals, what do they want to do, and they tell me, for instance, lose weight. They want to lose weight, but then again, they're on the cardio machine for hours upon hours jogging and thinking that that's the best thing for them to do. So what I'm gonna do is take out the guesswork for you. Make sure that I give you the best cardio for your specific goals to make sure that you get to your goals as fast as possible. So going over all this, you're going to get motivation, specific nutrition for yourself, and also the best cardio and the effective resistance training that you can use for your specific goals. All right, here are some of my testimonies that I have from previous clients that I've worked with. This came directly from LloydFitnessProgram.com. That's our website. Just copied and pasted the screenshot of that. Let's see, Sarah Marcus says, I've worked with Lloyd Fitness for 12 sessions and couldn't be happier with my results. My stomach flattened out more than even though it was possible with having 2 kids. Kept up with his program and lost 25 pounds in 3 months. Sorry about that. It's hard for me to read. I have this thing over my screen. So you guys can go to LloydFitnessProgram.com to see some other testimonies that we have with our programs. So with this program, we're guaranteeing a 30-day money-back guarantee. The reason we're doing that is because we want people to be a part of the program that want to be there, that want to get results, and we don't want to take anybody's money who don't want to be a part of the program and also get the benefits that we reap. So going through the plan, the motivation plan that I have, I usually serve this as an individual plan at $47. Also, the nutrition guides are individual specific plans I sell for $147. The cardio workouts I give specifically to people for $47. Also, the resistance plans are $149 for all that. But what I'm doing for you guys today is giving it all to you for $147 to get logged into my membership site to make sure that you can get the best in fitness for your specific goals. So what I want you guys to do, regardless if you get the plan or not, I hope that you guys have gotten a lot out of this webinar, but go to LloydFitnessProgram.com/sign up now. And what you're going to be able to do is sign up for the Lloyd Fitness Bootcamp, a 6-week program, which we go over the program and develop up the best fitness plan for yourself. Also show you exactly what cardio exercises for you to do, allow for you to log in with me, to check in with me to make sure that you are doing the things that you're supposed to do so I can improve of them. But regardless if you buy the plan or not, go to that website and get the webinar file, which goes over all my tips that I went over today, and I throw in a couple bonus tips as well, which would help you out regardless if you get the plan or not. But what I'm going to do for you guys, for the first 10 people who buy, you're going to get a bonus. Like I said, go to the website, LloydFitnessProgram.com/sign up now. So for the first 10 people who buy the program, the bonus is you get a 1-month free coaching program from me. So what that's going to allow for you to do is call me on the phone, do Skype calls once per week to make sure that you are on track. A lot of people, they can get the best blueprint, the best plans that I can write. But it doesn't matter about the plan. It matters if you do the plan. If you put the plan in action, that's when it has its benefits. So I can give you my best nutrition plan, but if you don't apply it, it's not going to matter at all. So I want to make sure that you guys are successful with this. And that's the reason why we have a 30-day money back guarantee, because we know that you're going to lose the weight. We know that you're going to gain the muscle. But we want to make sure that you get all the questions answered that you can. Make sure that you get to your fitness goals the fastest way possible. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes to take advantage of this deal. This is a one-time deal that I've never done this before. I just kind of want to reach out, help people out that are having problems with these 4 areas, and make sure that they get everything that they possibly can to make sure that they're successful with their health and fitness goals. I've been through it all. I've been hurt. I've been sedentary. I sat on the couch and literally got overweight within a 6-month period and dug myself out of a hole to make sure that I'm able to help you guys out. So you get the bonus. First 10 people get the bonus. I'm going to allow for my accountability app. That's the app where you check in. You're able to show me pictures of your meals and get instant feedback with that. I usually sell this plan for a $600 a month value, but I'm going to give it to you for showing up on this webinar for free for 1 month. So at this time, let's take some questions while people are signing up right now. See a couple orders coming in. See John already signed up. Good job, John. Let's take some questions and answers for anyone who has any questions. You can type it now. All right, no questions so far. So you guys have any questions at all, make sure to ask me any questions. It can be about anything, about all the nutrition we talked about, any of the plans that I do for cardio, any of the nutrition, any of the motivational tips that I give. All right, looks like we have one question here. Mary, she asks, how does the program work? After I sign up for how do I access it? So pretty much, Mary, after you sign up and access the program, it's going to take you to my memberships area, which you will have everything that you need for the workout. It's going to go through the motivation and consistency. It's going to go through all of the plans for cardiovascular that you can do, all of the resistance plan. So after you sign in and clock in, it's going to send you an automatic email from me, which is going to allow for you to answer the questions that I need for you to answer to give you your personalized plan. So after you get your personalized plan, it's going to automatically update to my website when I update your information. So I have different plans for different people. John, he signed up and he wants to build muscle. With John Building Muscle is going to be a complete plan from you, Mary, if you want to lose weight, if you want to tone. Everyone's going to have a specific plan, but this plan is going to be all seen in the memberships area for everyone to see. All right, Mary, I hope that answers your question. If not, go ahead and type again and I will further explain that. All right, let's see here. Anyone have any questions? Make sure you type them now. All right, Kathy has a question here. Normally, I never eat grains, breads, and etc. How much damage does it do to eat a piece of bread occasionally? That's a good question, Kathy. And I'm gonna answer that on excuse me. I'm gonna answer that with applying that to myself. Anything in moderation isn't gonna hurt you, but it's also not gonna help you. So occasionally, if you eat a piece of bread, it's really not gonna hurt you much, but it is gonna stop you into your tracks as far as your fitness loss or your fitness weight loss. The reason I say that is because it does alter your blood sugar levels and it does not help you at all with the weight loss, but it's not going to gain any weight on you. So what I do is I'm already lean and exactly how I want to be. So by me being lean already, I can have a piece of bread and know that I'm not going to be able to lose any more weight, but I don't want to. So anybody who wants to lose a lot of weight, I suggest them not to cheat until they get to a weight that they want to be at, and then they can start throwing in cheat meals and allowing themselves to eat certain things at different times of the day. So stay very consistent with what you're doing until you get down to a consistent weight that you want to maintain for the rest of your life. Like myself, I'm at a weight that I love being at. I love running around at, and I can have a cheat meal here and there or a piece of bread because I know I'm not going to gain weight from it. But then again, I'm not going to get any leaner from it. But I don't want to get any leaner. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that answers your question, Kathy. If not, ask it in a different way, and I'll be sure to address that for you. All right, more questions, guys. Is any questions you have about anything? About the plan, about anything we talked about today, make sure that you type in the box. I'll be able to answer that for you, no problem. All right, Michael. Michael asked, I've never done a resistance program before in my life. Will I be able to get results and how fast? That's a good question, Michael, and that really has no effect on if you get results or not. The plans that I have are made for beginners, and it's made for advanced people. The reason I say is because it's all personalized. Whenever you start a fitness program, it doesn't matter if you've been listening for 10 years or 1 year or 0 years, as long as you're progressing from where you're at, you will gain muscle. And that's mostly about what we've talked about earlier today with the progressive overload. If you're doing more than what you're doing today, doing more than what you're doing tomorrow than what you did today, you will get better. That's the same effect that I had when I was sitting on the couch eating chips all day. In order to lose the weight, I just started doing better things that I didn't do before to get better for the next day. So I can take a sedentary person that does nothing, and we don't even have to go to the gym. We can walk around the gym, and it's more than what they've done before. So they will lose weight or they will gain muscle if we started doing some resistance training. So yes, Michael, you will get results, no problem. All right, guys. It's like we have a couple more submissions here. Julie, she signed up for the program. She says she wants to lose weight. Good job, Julie, on making that decision. And any questions, guys, make sure that you ask me. We have 7 minutes left until the deal is off. Like I said, I've never done this before. It's kind of something I'm giving back. I want to see Whoever's serious about their fitness goals to take action today and make sure that you go after what you want. And really, after you go through this program, this is going to allow for you to set the milestone for the rest of your life. We're showing you everything we know here at Lloyd Fitness. We're getting it to you at a reasonable price. We kind of gave you a deal on everything and making sure that you get to where you want to get to without breaking the bank. So any questions, guys, make sure you ask me, and I'll answer them as quickly as possible. All right, looks like Dane. Yes, Dane W. I've tried many weight loss programs before, but nothing has worked for me. What makes Lloyd Fitness different than anyone else I've tried? That's a good point, Dane. Here at Lloyd Fitness, we really take the individual person and make them the best plan that we have. A lot of plans out there, you can go anywhere to get a fitness plan. You can get online right now and Google up how to lose weight, and a fitness plan will pop up. But the main thing between that and Lloyd Fitness is it's all personalized. Each person is individually unique to where they can't do a P90X and get the same results as Tony Horton got from P90X. So making sure that we do personalized plans for you, Dane, is going to be the biggest breakthrough that you have. We've been doing this for a while. We've had a lot of testimonies, and what we do here is very special to how it works for your body. The hormones that you have in your body works different from someone else's hormones. The reason why is because you have a different metabolism than someone else. So we don't generalize any plans, Dane. We make sure that we give you the best plan for your body, and we guarantee that you will get results. And we give you that 30 days to fall in love with us and go on from there. As far as the program, it's a money back guarantee. We feel that confident in our programs, feel that confident in our abilities to help you, and that's what's going to set us apart from anything else you've tried, and it's going to allow for you to get to where you want to get to the quickest way possible. Good question, Dan. All right, guys. Any other questions, let me know. When you're ready, go to LloydFitnessProgram.com/sign up now. We'll get you started. Looks like we have a lot of people already signed up now that they've taken action to better their lives. We're giving you a great deal today, which is going to change your life forever. So any other questions, let me know, guys. I'll be here waiting for you guys to log in and get ready with the memberships area. After you get logged in, it's going to send you an email in order for me to ask you a question that's going to lock you in to get your specific goals. What exactly do you want from Lloyd Fitness? And it's going to allow for us to tailor the program specifically for you. All right, looks like another person has locked in on the Lloyd Fitness Boot Camp. We have Michelle. She wants to do weight loss. So great job, Michelle. It's going to send you an email here in a second. And after you answer the email, after I get off the webinar, I will call each individual person and talk with you guys and make sure that we get you locked in as soon as possible. It's going to take me 1 week to send out all the plans for each individual. After I send out all the plans, the program is going to officially start next week on Monday. So I'm not giving you no incentives to eat bad this whole week, but maybe you can have a couple more cakes than usual, because once we hit Monday and hit the ground running, we're not cheating until we get to the ideal weight that you want to be at. Then after we get to that ideal weight, we can start throwing in some more fulfilling meals, I guess I should say, the better meals that you like to eat. But keep strict to it. If you guys keep strict to the meal plan, you will get down to your ideal weight the fastest, and then you can start adding in the extra pieces of breads that Kathy wanted to eat, and also some other things that she liked eating. So, all right, any other questions, let me know. We have 2 minutes left, guys. I'll be here waiting for any questions and excited about the people who are already signed up and ready to go. Either way, go to LloydFitnessProgram.com/sign up now and get your free webinar summary, and that's going to allow for you to get all the tips I've gave you today. Either way, I want to help you guys out, regardless if you sign up with the plan or not. I want everyone to get to their fitness goals, whether it's with me or anyone else. All right, looks like we have no further questions. So, guys, I'm going to give you another minute and 30 seconds to go to LloydFitnessProgram.com. Now, like I said, regardless if you get the program or not, go there and get your summary of this webinar and make sure that you print that out, put that on the fridge. It's going to give you all the macros and everything you need to be successful. Regardless if I help you or not to accelerate your goals, I want you guys to at least start going towards your fitness goals. And if you have any questions, I'm always here for you. And definitely want to see you in the near future and want you guys to be on my testimonial wall on my website. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for coming out today on the webinar, and I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a good one and have a safe night. Thank you.